grave in the castle is the most important place of our country, the grave of the patron saint, Saint Wenceslas. His name in Czech is Václav. You see, it's the same like our president's. A small break on the right, you can see a nice tower, is the town hall of the new town. You can see it's an old tower as well, because it is really from the 14th century. Right, and immediately to the right, okay? Right. So the town hall of the new town, and this square, this big square, is called Charles Square, after the founder of the new town, the Emperor Charles IV. On the left, a nice Baroque church, Saint Ignatius. This square is the biggest square in Prague. It's said that also the biggest in Europe, but you know, nothing is sure. Yeah. I don't know if it's really true, but the biggest square in Prague at least. You can see how the new town is really old.
Dancing house.
My God. Yes, first an old church again on the left, Wenceslas as well, and in front of us a famous modern building, the famous dancing house. So the bridge, yes. And we must get to the hill, okay? You know how to get there? It's straight on and then left to the hill. So, you know, Prague wasn't bombed during the war. Just here, one bomb fell during the Second World War, and in 1996, the whole was filled by this modern building, 1996, the dancing house, called like this because it reminds American dancers Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Okay, so you can see here the skirt of Ginger, okay, the skirt, and behind it's Fred with his large shoulders and the crown on the roof. There are offices of the ING Bank and a beautiful French restaurant on the last building. And in the White House next to it lived the President Václav Havel. And again, quickly to the right, you can see the beautiful panorama of the castle. The cathedral, St. Vitus in the middle, and all the buildings below, it's the castle. The green dome of the church, it's St. Nicholas in the lesser town. And Charles Bridge is the second from here on the right. And you can see the golden roof of the National Theatre also on the right. The lock chamber for the boats now on the right. And now we are in another industrial suburb from the 19th century called Smíchov. It's next to the lesser town, which is on the right a bit further. So in this quarter there also used to be a lot of factories, a lot of chimneys in the 19th century. Now there is mainly a big shopping center on the left. It's called Angel. You can see it on the left, the glass building, for example. And behind the trees in front of us, the big supermarket, Tesco. It's English. We have a lot of Tesco supermarkets. So there are also cinemas here, a big complex, all the shops. Here in our country, the shops are open even on Sunday. People can work like they want, even on Sundays. So there is a lot of shopping centers in Prague, really a lot. When the regime changed, people wanted to buy everything we didn't have before. So you can see a lot of people come here. Straight on, yes. Terrible sometimes, Czech drivers. I will show you the place where Mozart lived in Prague. It's in the street on the left, next to the Hotel Mövenpick. There is a nice villa called Bertramka. And Mozart lived there with his friends who invited him to Prague. And I think you have seen the Theatre of Estates, where his opera Don Giovanni had its first world performance, the world premiere of Don Giovanni in Prague. Mozart chose Prague for Don Giovanni because he liked Prague a lot. And he knew that Prague people liked his music. So we can say that Prague is also a Mozart's town. Prague is also known as the birthplace of the writer Kafka. I don't know if you know Franz Kafka. Yes, yes, exactly. He is one of the writers that are called German Jewish Praguers. They wrote still in German, in the official language, at the beginning of the 20th century. They lived in Prague and they were Jewish. He wrote novels like The Castle, The Metamorphosis, The Trial. Please slowly. I know it is already here. Yes, to the right. Straight on. And yes, here to the right.
Here to the right?
Yes. We will get to the hill. So now we are going to one of the hills in Prague. Prague has a nice countryside, several hills that allow different views. So with the river, it's also nice when a city is crossed by a river. So the main road. So this morning we are going to visit the Prague Castle. It's now the official seat of the president, of the head of the state, which is now the president. Before, it used to be the seat of Czech kings. The Czech crown is hereditary, became hereditary in the 13th century. Before, we had princes, not kings, but princes. And we had several dynasties of Czech rulers. The first dynasty is called the Přemyslids, and he ruled between the 9th and the 14th century. Then we had a few Luxembourg kings. For example, we can say, most important king and emperor Charles IV was already from this Luxembourg dynasty. Charles IV is really the most important Czech king because he founded really nearly everything. He founded the cathedral in the castle. He founded the Charles Bridge. You see, Charles Bridge is called after him. He founded the Prague University, called also Charles University, like the oldest university in Central Europe, founded in 1348.
Please stay here, please stay here. We have to distribute the tickets to all of you.
Over there.
Ali.
Over there.
Much of your patrons today have really in 2 hours we have. This is organized in this way, everything on the hurry now.
कार आ रही सर आपकी
हमारा तो खींचवा तुम।
अरे 1 मिनट में आप ही आपके 3-4 खींच देंगे एक बार में आपको गुस्सा कर
क्या पिक्चर बनाना है क्या?
Dạ đúng rồi.
सर